race fans. It is Slinging Dirt Series with your hooked up super late models. It's going to be race 6. We're over at Eldora Speedway. Hit my slider and get everything going. It is 90 degrees, 48% humidity, little cloudy today, and 7-mile-an-hour wind. Let me turn my echo off. All right, we should be good to go now. See who we got with us. With us, that's going to be Derek Darnell in the number 86, Midwest Sim Sports. Also on the track with us tonight, we're going to have Nate Wimhoff in the 48 Midwest Sim Sports. Guess we're just going to go down pit road here. Got Sean Arnell and the number 20 Star Race Car, the only Canadian driver with the Slinging Dirt Series. Also with us tonight is going to be pro driver Mike Augustine in the number 19. That's right. See the number 13 with us tonight, Christopher Perrine. And I think that's about all we got. Oh, no, there's your points champion as of right now. It's going to be Tyler Brickford in the 07 Midwest Sim Sports. Sorry, guys. Fighting allergies, but should be a little bit longer. We'll be getting in qualifying. This is $100 to win tonight to the first place. We'll find out. If I'm not mistaken, points right now is Tyler Brickford, Aaron McGee, then Derek Darnell. And of course, a couple drivers have missed a couple races and stuff like that. And I think Richard Kale is fourth because he's made every race. So this will be the last drop week. And other than that, we'll be going to Oswego next time for the championship. So they're finishing up their hot laps here. Trying to get the track burned in. 1 second. There we go. So I had a little music playing in my background. I was like, might have rewinded a little far. Looks like they're wrapping up right now as Crisp's going to pull her in. We'll be getting in for our 3-minute, 3-lap qualifying. We'll see. I think top 6 in qualifying gets a bonus 2 points. So let's try to find somebody out on the track. Who's going to be out on the track first? Looks like it's going to be Richard Kale in the 032 Star Race Car ABR Racing. Richard Kale Racing Machine. He's going to wind one up. It's going to high 1 and 2s. Normal drivers will dive down to that inside, cut track a little bit of the track off for qualifying. That's going to put him second right now with a 14.89. Tyler Brickford, he come across the line with a 14.84. That puts him quick time right now. Take that back. Going to put Aaron McGee on quick time with a 14.75. Let's see here. I'm trying to chase it down right now. Crispy already took it back in, but he ran a 14.70. Ryan Ruben's, he put in a 14.78. That's good enough for 4th right now. Christopher Perrine's on the pole with a 14.70. Let's see if he can do better. Jeffrey Hyatt just come in with a 14.64. Mike Augustine puts down a 14.76 for his first time. We got on here with us now. We got Jordan McLean. He hasn't put down a lap. Derek Darnell coming across the line with a 14.71, good enough for third. But the only person on the track now is Jordan McLean and Mike Augustine. So we'll see what Jordan McLean puts down for his first lap. It's going to bump him up to 7th with a 14.76. See if Mike Augustine comes back across the line. Could have one more lap. It's going to dive at bottom. That's going to be better. Yes. 14.63. That's going to put him as quick time. I think that's everybody. Hey, we got 2 heat races tonight. They're going to be 8 laps. Then we'll be hitting our 50 lap feature, $100 to win. I think there is a little field invert in the feature, but starting on your front row with tonight's first heat race in the hooked up SuperLate bottles. It's going to be the number 19 of Mike Augustine. To his outside will be Christopher Perrine in the number 13. Row 2 is going to be Aaron McGee in the number 8. To his outside, Jordan McLean in the number 15. Row 3 will be Ryan Rubenman in the number 47 and Nathaniel Wimhoff to his outside in the 48. And row 4 is going to be Ricky Barfield in the 102. All right. As I'm pretty sure there was a little fiasco, but luckily I remembered and I'm going to miss it. I think everybody's all right. Though. Chris Spring gets to turn back around, going the right direction. Flagman's going to point over to Mike Augustine. It's going to be on him in turn 4. Speed 1 to green, and Mike Augustine hits on you in turn 4. The flagman points over to him. He's going to bang the loud pedal. We're going green. It's a Slinging Dirt Series hooked up SuperLate bottles. He's ready for it. Aaron McGee working that inside of Christopher Perrine. It's going to take over second place. Gives a Mike Augustine, McGee, Perrine, McLean, Wimhoff. That's going to be your top 5. Mike Augustine jumps out to an early, good little lead. About 34 cars in line. Aaron McGee trying to see if he can close this gap up as he's working a little bit lower in 3 and 4. Kind of like a mini slider to see if he can close the distance. As Nathaniel Wimhoff gets up into the wall, keeps it gathered up, keeps it straight. We're clean and green. And we're closing the gap in on Augustine right now. He was almost a second. It's down to about 0.36. Trying to move it down. We got about 2 laps to go in this 8-lap heat race. It's going to be Augustine, McGee, Christopher Perrine, Jordan McLean, and Nathaniel Wimhoff. As they come across the line with 1 to go this time by. I think it's 1 to go. Might be popsicle sticks in there. Might need to get my eyes checked. Number 8 has closed the gap. White flag's in there this time. This is the final lap. Mike Augustine on the outside. McGee's going to look on the inside. Now, they're just going to play it safe. Give it to Mike Honesty and McGee Griffin. Green Jordan playing the lead them off. Ryan Ruman and Ricky Barfield. That'll round up Heat 1. Starting on your front row, Heat Race 2 is going to be Jeffrey Hyatt. And the number 11, I think he's sporting number 6 tonight, though. To his outside would be Derek Darnell in the number 86. Row 2 is going to be Sean Arnell in the number 20. To his outside is going to be Tyler Brickford in the number 7. Row 3 is going to be Chase Copeland in the 110 on the inside. To his outside would be Richard Kale in the 032. And row 4 is not going to grid. Eight laps is going to be the distance. Jeffrey Hyatt's going to be on you in turn 4. Give one pace lap around, and then we'll be ready to go. They're going to back his camera out just a hair during warm up. I think it needs to be happening. The front stretch is a little close. Bunch of good looking cars in this field. As the flaming points to Jeffrey Hyatt, it's going to be on him in turn 4. As they stack up. Jeffrey Hyatt bangs the lap pedal. We'll go on green. It's Heat Race 2. As we all get in through Heat 1, or turn 1 and 2. Oh, it's going to be clean and clean. Jeffrey Hyatt out to an early lead. Darnell on the outside trying to wind them in. Chase Copeland already up one spot, looking for more. He's sitting 4th. And Bickey at the line. Hyatt gets into the wall. Darnell looks underneath. We might have a new leader this time by. Darnell's going to throw the slider. Give it to Darnell at the line. Hyatt's going to look back underneath. As there's going to be a little contact between leaders. As they're going to stack up. Hyatt. Copeland to the front now. Darnell's looking underneath. What's a bad look for Hyatt there? There was a little contact, got a little tight. Darnell slides back over Copeland. Copeland looks underneath. So we've had 3 separate leaders in this one already. Get it back to Copeland. This time by Sean O'Neill 3rd, Tyler Brick for 4th, and Richard Kell 5th. As Darnell gets back into the wall. Copeland back in front. Darnell's on the inside, Copeland on the outside. Copeland's going to get into the wall a little bit, get that big outside momentum run. This is the last lap. Give it to Copeland at the line. Darnell 2nd, Sean Arnell 3rd. Boy, that was a little interesting little thing. Big Ray. Wow. That looked crazy. I'll let y'all listen to these guys' motors for a second, and I'm gonna wet my whistle. All right. Hopefully they got their car set up and they're ready to go. So he's going to get this $100 feature win tonight. After the little redraw for the feature, starting on your front roll tonight, it's going to be Sean Arnell in the number 20. To his outside is going to be Christopher Perrine in the number 13. Row 2 is going to be Derek Darnell in the number 86. To his outside will be Aaron McGee in the number 8. Row 3 is going to be Chase Copeland in the 110. To his outside, Mike Augustine in the number 19. Row 4 is going to be Jordan McLean in the number 15. And Tyler Brickford to his outside in the 07. Row 5 is going to be Nathaniel Wimoff in the number 48. To his outside, Richard Kale in the 032. Row 6 is going to be Ryan Rubin in the number 47. And Jeffrey Hyatt in the number 11 on the outside. And let me click it one more over because I think we got one more group. Ooh. Nope. Nope, that's it. It ain't showing me nobody else. Laps is going to be the distance. Sean Arnell, it's going to be on you in turn 4. A little bit on the line tonight, not just racing for points. Had a little couple sponsorships show up. It's going to be $100 to win. Know these top 6 drivers are going to be a little, see if they're a little greedy. As the flag man signals, we're ready to go racing. He points to Sean Arnell. It's on you in turn 4. As he banks the loud pedal, we're going green. It's Slinging Dirt Series hooked up SuperLate Speedway. So we're going to all get in through turn 1 and through 2 clean. And no, Christopher Breeze going around. That's going to collect a couple drivers right there. We saw that one kind of live. Let's just hit that rewind right quick. We've seen it. It's going to look like. Let's see. Darnell is just going to make just a little bit of contact there. Going to send Crispy around, and he's going to collect Richard Kale. A little bit of damage on a couple cars back here in the back. Just a racing. Just a little tight racing. Everybody on edge. A little bit of money on the line. Oh. Hopefully Christopher Breen get his number 13 back out on the track. I remember a couple weeks ago, he took a bad tumble in his open wheel modified at Bristol. He was running the top 5 then. Richard Kale bringing her back out of the pits. He put a new tire on that one. Chris Priest still got a little damage. He looks like he made it into the pits. They're going to work on that car, try to get him back on the track. Augustine and Aaron McGee also got a little damage in that one. And Jordan McLean. Tyler Brickford and Ricky Barfield. A lot of cars got damaged in that one. We'll try it again. The damage on the 86 doesn't look like it. We'll have to watch it back after this and see how close it really was. We'll go double file it one more time. Look forward. I'll watch the pace truck here, see if it turns in. Sean Arnell, it's on you. In turn 4, he banks loud pedal. We're going back racing. as Chase Copeland has worked his way up to back up to second. It's going to put a challenge on our leader as we got cars getting loose in the back. Give it to Copeland at the line. We got our first lead change. As they're will is 3 and forward. We'll give it to Copeland at the line. With 86. All right, Plymouth, that's your top 5. We hear some banging on the wall already. They're going to tear it down. It is Eldora. Copeland working the inside on Arnell. Darnell tucked up in there, blocking the Copeland. It's your top 3. You throw a blanket out in front of these guys. Arnell's going to get a good outside run over Copeland. Copeland might be backing off a little bit. Hey, we got a lot of racing left. Don't want to burn it up too early. He's worked his way back in up to 5th. Augustine too, because they were both winning and got their cars worked on. So they started towards the back. Right now it's going to be Jeffrey Hine. In that number 6, he's sitting 4th as of right now. As Copeland must have made his mistake because Darnell's down up to 2nd. Working at the ball, trying to chase down the leader. Copeland gets into the outside wall. Hine's going to close the gap. Don't look now, but Augustine's sliding his way into the top 5 right there. As we were starting to get some movement going on, as we really do got some tight field racing right now. They're kind of plugging the line. Augustine worked his way up through the field quick. He's going to take over 4th, sliding over Jeffrey Hine. Open back to 2nd. Darnell needs to move up the track a little bit as Augustine's going to get around him on the outside. And there's contact, heavy contact. Going to be made. Looks like Aaron McGee's going to get in on the action on that one. We'll watch it. That was a top 5 battle right there. He's coming around the top. Darnell's look. Tough racing right there. He saw a hole, thought he was going to be there, and then just disappeared like that. Tough luck for number 8. See how A6 going to pull his car in. Try to get some work done on it. Jeffrey Hyde's coming in. Richard Kell's coming back in. See if they'll put a new tire on that number 8 and get him rolling again. Also got, I think, Wimhoff pulled in to get some work done in the riding room and then the 47. But right now it is Sean Arnell out in front. That might be Chase Copeland. Might be Chase Copeland. I might be wrong on that one. Right now, this is going to be 15 laps in. This is going to be one of the stronger runs Sean Arnold's had this series. He had bad luck at Lernerville. You know, he went off the top. think Chase Copeland might have picked up a win that night. I'm not for sure. No, Copeland's picked up a couple wins this season. Mike Oxley's picked up a couple wins. Tyler Brickford, Aaron McGee. That was your second and third in points, though. That just wrecked right then, so I could shake things up. They can't gather it back up. Looks like we're going green this time by. Sean Arnell banks the outfield. We're going to green. Mike Oxley's going to hit that early slider. Going to give us another race lead this time by. Sean Arnell back across Augustine. Augustine looks back underneath with a good crossover. Copeland's coming in. It's going to slide across the door. Arnell's looking over. Drink wide. Get the Augustine at the line. Tyler Brickford's worked his way up into the top 5. And Christopher Perrine, after having that little mishap on lap 1, right now this line Oxley, Chase Copeland with 1 and 2. Sean Arnell third, Brickford fourth, Perrine fifth. Mind that. You got Hines and McGee. Right there. Arnell, Mickey Barfield. Ryan Rubin and Nathaniel Wimhoff. That's going to how the field lies. We'll just get back around to the front here. Obviously, Sean Arnell all around the top. These guys are started ran at the bottom a little ways. Now they're all seem to get found the top. It's a freight train that's starting at Eldora. Augustine is looking about. Let's see if we got this time out. 9.7 Sean Arnell still working on Copeland, trying not to let him get too far ahead. Then you got to look at it, and it'll be Tyler Brickford, Green, and High. Then next match of ours, Aaron Eaton trying to work on his Jordan McLean. That's just trying to find where to move. Some mountains are since they're all looking kind of around, greatly around the top. Go to the battle box, so see if we can find us a battle. They lost the time to work around the 102 Ricky Barfield. One throw the slider, Ricky Barfield cuts underneath, keeps it moving. Everybody's still breaking around top. Mike throws the slider on Bickford. This year battle for 4th place. Take that back, man. It's your top 5 battle. Mike moving back up Bickford. Slow side, Bickford dives under back knee. We're about halfway through this feature. It's Augustine out in front, though. You're not messing nothing. I'm watching it go. As we got a little crossover slider battle for 5th place right here. Let's go back and take a look. Copeland has, looks like he's lowered the gap. He's took about 4/10 off this. more. Looks like it's going to be about 10 this time by. Actually, coming. Copeland looks underneath the Augustine. Then starting to intensify. We're about 15 laps to go. Oxy's gonna get to the wall. Copeland's gonna dial up 3 and 4, throw the slider in 1. Oxy's gonna cross the back over on 2. Get a big run down the back stretch. Oxy back, sliding across the nose. Copeland looks underneath. Gives the Oxy at the line. So we're gonna keep on this battle for a minute. Copeland's in the hip pocket of Augustine. They're racing really hard, Copeland's just trying to get all the real estate he can. Trying to make the slider stick. Arnell still comfortably in third. Their next battle will be Jeffrey Hyde and Victor Breen. Jeffrey Hyde's going to slide Breen. Breen's going to get to the outside wall a little bit. Not going to be able to get the run back on the bus. Give it to Hyde, back up and forward. Back to the lead. I'll say stretch to get back out. It's about 3/10 over Copeland. 10 to go this time by. It's going to be Austin, Copeland, Arnell. Hyde, that's your top 5. He pulls back away from Copeland. Laps are winding down. Of course, Copeland's called to get drop. He closed the gap there. Fell back behind. As you're to that time where your tire wear is going to mean a little difference, but tough roll for me. You're second in points. That's going to be a bad not out for him. Darnell 2 and 86. Description brings back up the 4th over Hyde. Hyde once got stuck in the wall. But it's Augustine right now. It's Augustine show out in front. 5 laps to go. As he's got his eyes set on the lap car. Mickey Barfield's going to hold the inside line. Cheerleaders caught the tail field. I don't think there's enough laps left though for Copeland as the gap. Oxy's pushed out to about a second gap lead. We're starting to see some side-by-side racing. As these guys are slowly getting off the top, starting to work at middle. 3 and 4. Here's been closing the gap on dirt, trying to get you a podium. It's Augustine out front, Copeland second, Sean Arnell third, and Christopher Breen on fourth. But right now, this is going to be the closest battle on the track. As your first one got around the light car. Christopher Breen's working that inside of Sean Arnell. It's pops in the 6 in the air. Let's go back to Mac Ironstein. Hit white flag. Last time about $100 on the line. There's your dead game. Give it to Mike Augustine. Second place, Copeland. Third's going to be Christopher Breen. Fourth, Sean Arnell. Jeffrey Hyde. That'll round out your top 5. Like Augustine already backed off the track. Didn't make it to the winner's circle. That's going to be your winner. Copeland second. Good, strong run. Not a bad little race there. Sorry I'm a little under the weather, but we'll do better next time. Looks like Green's going to push Copeland up here. Shout out for Crispy for turning a bad night into a good night. Other than that, guys,